Hello, it's morning here as I'm recording this. Beth and I received a call yesterday from Uganda, from Pastors Herbert and Irene, who have a church over there. It's about 5,000 people, plus they have churches spread throughout Uganda and some other nations that border Uganda. Anyway, there's something happening over there that I really believe we as the church, our church, and anyone we can reach, even outside of church, there's a need to send some money over there as quickly as possible. COVID has hit there this second time, and it has devastated, it is devastating to not just their church, but the surrounding area, that whole country. The country is on lockdown, total lockdown. They're not allowed to go anywhere or do anything. And the government's not providing any assistance. So people are dying from COVID. He said they're just dropping basically like flies. He didn't want to be funny. He just said people are just dying from COVID. They're dying from starvation even before the COVID kills them. And so there's a need to get some food out into the communities. Last time this happened, the first wave, they were able to feed around 400 people, take care of about 400 people that was within their church borders. He said the need this time is far greater. They need to feed at least 4,000 to 5,000 people. He thought that would be the minimum that's required. Now, the one advantage he has is they have a hospital. They are a legitimate hospital, not only just a church, but they have a bank, and they have a hospital there. And because they have a hospital there, they are allowed, they can't drive. They have to walk a far distance to get to church, but they can get to church and call distributors and bring food in, and people then they can get the word out that the food is there at the church, and people can come in, and because they're going to a hospital, they can pick up some food and bring it back. Now, the food we're talking about is very simple: cornmeal. They said sugar, salt, the basics of the basics, where people would go home and try to stretch it out as far as they can. But there's a need there that is incredible. Their hearts were broken. And they're at a place where the government is offering no assistance at all. So the people really are on their own. And he just said they've had so many deaths because of starvation and because of the COVID, that this second wave is far different than the first. And so I thought maybe we as a church could send some money as quickly as possible over to him and let them distribute them to as many people as they can as far as the food, and maybe even reach out to friends. I know we all have friends that are into causes and very beneficial or wanting to help people, saved and unsaved. I'm asking you to reach out to as many people as possible. And we can send out a link where we can send the money, or they can send the money to the church, and we'll get it right over to them, however you feel best or led to do. But really need to get off our seats and do something here. And I know there in Florida, you're dealing with the tropical storm and the hurricane and the cleanup, and it's never a convenient time. But there's a need there that we can meet immediately. Money from America they can stretch it very, very far over there in Uganda, especially when we're talking about food. And so we're asking each church maybe to donate, but also the members of the church to really pray and not just give a token, but really just search God and ask God. Don't ask yourself, don't ask your bank account, but ask God, what would he have you to do in this case? And maybe we can do something quickly. I'm also going to be recording. He's asked me to record a message that he's going to play on Sunday to the congregation. Now, what they'll have to do is they stream it out. They're not allowed to meet. But he and his church, his team can go there again because of the hospital. he's allowed to do certain things that other places can't. So it's been devastating. He said they've lost a lot of great pastors, not just from his church, but from all of Uganda. They've lost a lot of voices, important voices for the kingdom of God, have succumbed to this disease, this virus. And again, there's no help at all from the government, from the UN, from any world organization. And so the call is there, and I promised him that we would do the best we could. And I'm going to reach out to several pastors today and tomorrow to see if they will get their church stirred up, and maybe we can make an impact on not just Uganda, but the continent of Africa. So there you have it. I know this is a hodgepodge video. I didn't write down, didn't take notes, didn't think about what to say before, but there's an urgency. I was going to wait till church tonight, and I still may talk about it tonight at church, but I just felt that we need to get this, we need to start praying to see what God would have us to do, and helping them over there right now. Again, the phone call was devastating, and if Beth was here, she would tell you the same thing. We both were shaken by what we were told and the accounts of things happening over there. So be praying for them. Pray for what we can do. Pray for what you can do. We have an opportunity as a small church to maybe make a big impact, and that would be awesome. So you all take care. Be praying for Uganda, praying for the pastors, praying for what's going on over there, and then praying today what we can do, and then what you can do to help them in this situation. All right? All right, take care.